Hi, this is Mike Skramstad of CDocs, and welcome to the tip of the day. In this tip, I want to talk a little bit about patient communication. Oftentimes, I get the question, how do you talk to patients? How do you show them pictures? How do you communicate and create value for different procedures? Well, for years in our anterior workshop at CDocs, I've been talking about different applications that I use, such as Photoshop and Pixelmator and many different smile design softwares. But I gotta say, these days I do everything on an iPad. There's really nothing I cannot do on an iPad, and it has many advantages. It's portable, the apps are generally less expensive, and you can annotate with an Apple Pencil. Super, super easy. So one of the apps I use a lot is called Photoshop Fix. So if you look on the top line, second from the right, you see Photoshop Fix. We can go ahead and open that up. Now, I have many videos on CDocs that go through all the different ways you can get pictures into these apps. I don't have time to talk about those today, but let's say that we wanted to use this picture and show the patient some of the things that we can do. Now, on the bottom, you see all the tools that we have in Photoshop Fix, and one of the tools that I'll use is just simply the paint tool. Now, if I go ahead and open up the paint tool, I can annotate for this patient exactly some of the things I'm trying to point out. This patient wanted longer teeth, and it just so happens we didn't have a lot of room to lengthen incisally. So one of the things I could do is just simply circle the problem areas. If you look at these two areas, Mrs. Smith, we noticed that we need to get those gums up. Now, oftentimes creating value for orthodontics or crown lengthening can be very difficult because patients don't understand. So one of the things that I use to create value for these more comprehensive procedures is a tool called Liquify. So if you look at the bottom, you saw Liquify. There's a warp tool that allows you to manipulate the pixels of the picture. So if I need to communicate to this patient, orthodontics, for instance, what we're trying to do with ortho by intruding those central incisors, maybe extruding those lateral incisors, I can just take the Liquify warp tool and simply move the pixels of the gingiva in this particular case. So it doesn't have to be a work of art, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it allows you to very effectively communicate with the patient what you're trying to do. So check out the iPad Pro, check out Photoshop Fix. I think you'll find it very helpful in your office. There's tons, obviously, more that you can do with this, but it's definitely my primary means of communicating with the patients. For more tips like this, please visit us at CDocs. Thank you.